We are.
Awesome. Hey there, Internet. My friends call me Jay. I'm here with a man named Dan.
Heyo.
Happy Wars just came out for free on the Internet. I've been waiting to see this ever since Rooster Teeth made a video a while back about it. And
Okay, to be fair, it's been on the internet. It just hasn't been on the computer internet.
that in my world means the Internet. So, I'm going to play a skirmish mode on... What map should I play, Dan?
Go with underwater.
Underwater. Coral it is. My favorite map. Alrighty. So, Dan, how you been? What's been going on? I feel like I haven't talked to you in forever.
You know, just the normal stuff.
Normal
Work,
stuff? Cool. Work.
life,
Nice,
all
nice.
that stuff.
Sounds very exciting. Is the game full screen, by the way?
Yes.
Oh, good. So glad to hear it. Look at me. Oh, yes, right. I'm really excited because my hat lets me start with the pirate.
And it's actually fairly good resolution.
Yeah, this is high def.
Oh, good. Well, it looks high def.
All right, and the battle begins. Guys, this game is so much fun. If you haven't played it, it's on Steam. You should all go pick it up. They're
It's free.
still porting over some parts of it, but in general, it's just a ton of fun and a really good game. So.
And if you have any questions about it, put them in the chat, and I will look. And I'll say that again if we get more people in the stream.
Sounds perfect. Yeah, we know a good little bit about the game, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we may not be able to answer all your questions, but we can answer some of them.
Boom!
Anyway. So
Man,
I may not have had much going on, but a lot's been going on in the world.
Cool. What's been going on in the world?
George R.R. Martin is officially saying that the Game of Thrones books, the Song of Ice and Fire, may go past 7 books.
Okay, I mean, I can't entirely say that I'm surprised.
I mean, it was originally planned as a trilogy, and then it got extended to 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 7. And now he's looking at it and going, I have no idea how long this will be, I think.
I mean, with any great creative process, if you keep making up story to it, it doesn't really end, so I understand. You know,
true.
I get it.
Well, my dad has a favorite saying about this sort of thing. It takes 2 people to paint a painting.
Yes.
One to paint it, and one to shoot the artist when he's done.
Smooth. This is a terrible thing to say to me, but okay.
I'm sorry. Well, because an artist will just keep messing with it, even if it doesn't need to be messed with.
So long as I care about it.
The artist will say, "Oh, it's not good enough. Oh, it doesn't look good. Oh, the anatomy's off," even though
probably
it's
is.
fine.
Nah, fine isn't a function in art. Fine does not exist.
Well, you're never going to make it perfect, so you have to settle for good enough. That's the moral of the story.
Okay, sure, why not? But I don't know. I mean, his movies and the TV show and his books have so much popularity right now. He could totally milk that horse longer, and so long as he still does it well, it's not gonna be a
Nice
problem.
fire explosion, by the way.
Thank you. My favorite skill.
Anyway. Yeah, I guess he does have more
Ah!
money out of it.
I'm dying.
I mean, the show is incredibly successful. So
Yep.
I'm sure that HBO will be like, yeah, sure, you can do more of those.
I mean, I don't think they'll have any problem making more of that show. At least for a long time.
Well, they're still not caught up with the books, so
Yeah, that'll take a while.
that will take a while. Let's just hope that he finishes before then.
No
At this point,
promises.
At this point, my gut says that he is going to die. That the end of that series is going to be when he dies.
Very possible.
And I mean, obviously, his son will try to write more stuff. Nobody cares about those.
Does he have a son?
I don't know, but someone will try to take.
I just got completely destroyed in a corner. That was fun.
Uh-oh. I haven't caught up to that point yet.
Yeah, bomb rocks and then a huge cascade of players destroyed me. And more player.
Oh yeah, they're the bomb rocks, and there are the players and the lightning bolts.
Yep, lightning bolt definitely did a number on me. Thanks for the fire enchant. I can enchant myself, thank you very much, but appreciate it all the same.
So.
Yes. Why did it stand there? Oh god. Boom. Suckers. Ow. Alright, well, should've seen that coming.
I need to read for myself. Don't know why I pulled it up.
What?
I just pulled up a news story that wasn't a news story.
Oh, okay, that works. So what's been going on?
Well, another thing. So, Mario Kart 8, best-selling Wii U game to date.
Is anyone surprised by this? I heard that it increased, like in some countries, increased sales by nearly 300%.
Oh wow, I didn't hear that part of the story. I just, saw the headlines. I didn't get a chance to actually read any stories on it.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm glad that they finally have a system-selling game.
I mean, yeah,
They've been
it's
struggling
good.
to put out. They've been struggling to put out games that people actually want.
Yep.
You know, they haven't really had any of their heavy hitters come out of the wings yet.
Yeah.
They had a couple of Mario games, but nothing that was Mario Galaxy worthy. You know.
Yeah. I mean, they had the new Wii U, which sold pretty well, I heard, but in general, they haven't had anything that really pushed the console the way we all wanted, like a new Zelda title will.
No new Zelda, no new Metroid, no new. Man, I can't even think of what other titles Nintendo actually owns.
I mean, they have a lot of IPs, but when those things start coming out, we're gonna be good. You know, I mean, for me, that's how I've always felt about. Damn, I just got to show it again. That's how I've always felt about the Nintendo system and the systems in general. Until their personal IPs have the new titles to make that fun to play, no one buys a Nintendo. That's how it's always been. So
Nintendo consoles just cannot survive on third-party games since like the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean, the N64 could do it.
I don't know. Well, yeah, okay. I guess the rare games.
Yeah,
although
that
rare
was so
games
fun.
usually had IPs that were. No, it was just Donkey Kong 64 that was a Nintendo IP with a rare game.
I mean, you know, fun stuff happened. It was good. They don't have the same kind of market control for other developers as they used to.
Yeah.
So for whatever reason, they don't. Man, I'm getting destroyed. I'm switching classes. So for whatever reason, nowadays, if you buy a Nintendo system, it's just for their specific games.
So I've also been hearing rumors, and I don't know how
Substantiated
they are. Mm-hmm. And I don't even remember where I heard them, but I have been hearing rumors that Nintendo has a new stance on YouTube stuff. You know, they were just sending takedown notices to everyone and just completely pushing YouTube out of pushing their games out of the Let's Play scene.
Yep, it was no one was allowed to do anything with Nintendo. I remember.
Yep, they are apparently revising their status so that you can basically get a partnership with Nintendo in order to put footage of their games on YouTube, where you have to give them part of your revenue and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard about this. I think it's a terrible idea, but we'll see if it catches on.
I don't think it'll catch on. I think that people enjoy Mario Kart and enjoy those games. I don't think that they're going to. I don't think the big names are going to risk are going to want to share their livelihoods with a company that really doesn't
seem to like them very
much. Well, contribute that much to their game is what to their content is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
People don't watch People watch PewDiePie no matter what the hell he's playing.
Pretty much.
He's PewDiePie.
Yes.
People will watch JonTron no matter what the hell he's playing because he's JonTron. People will watch these people no matter what they're playing. So why should they share their money with Nintendo, you know? And if they're hoping to get little people to pay them money, little people don't have the money that Nintendo really wants out of this. I would assume.
I mean, they don't, but at the same time, we'll see who actually. We won't know until people start picking it up or not picking it up to see if this has any kind of leg to stand on.
Fair enough.
I mean, the biggest fear for me is that other companies would think this is a good idea, and then publishers will start feeling the same way about their stuff. Like,
yeah.
You know.
But I mean, if it dies really quickly, then if it never gets in, Nintendo isn't really a trendsetter in the industry. So the only way that this is going to get any sort of traction is if it actually succeeds. Is if they actually start making money, or at least
just like with the Wii. I completely understand.
People start joining in on it.
Yeah.
So.
And we won't see that for a little while to come, but there are still a lot of people who love Nintendo for things they haven't done for 10 years. And those people would pay money to get to put that footage up again. Like, if your channel was always about Zelda, and you can get that back, I think you'd do it. So
fair enough, I can see that.
That won't work for the PewDiePies, but it will work for some people.
That said, I haven't seen too many big names having issues with their stuff. I mean, I've heard about it happening. I just haven't really. It hasn't really happened to anyone that I've heard about. You know?
What are you referring to? Nintendo taking content down?
Yeah,
that totally happened.
I didn't hear about it to any
Rooster Teeth.
With a name. Did it happen to Rooster Teeth?
They couldn't put out the remainders of their Wii U play because of Nintendo's stance.
I didn't realize that.
They recorded more of those than we ever saw.
But I follow Peanut Butter Gamer. He said Zelda stuff going up forever. He still has Zelda stuff and Mario stuff going up.
Yep, he does. I don't know why he seems to not have any issues, or does or doesn't. I'm not sure. I don't know how much stuff he makes gets content flagged or how much doesn't.
That's true. I guess we don't really see behind the scenes there.
Yep. I mean, I know he makes that stuff, but I don't know how safe or not safe he is. So.
Yeah.
Also, he's a bigger name, and maybe that gives you some kind of protection. Or maybe he just talked to Nintendo. I couldn't say. Rooster Teeth themselves came out with that Mario Kart 8 thing a little while ago. I know that was promotional, so
Yeah.
there seem to be exceptions. I'm not sure when these exceptions exist or are allowed or not, but they exist. And they're definitely worth noticing. Hey, item box level 4.
Fair enough. So, I was talking last time we streamed, I think, about seeing X-Men Days of Future Past.
Great movie. Fucking great movie.
So you saw it then?
Oh yeah, so good.
I'm glad you liked it.
That scene with... Oh, damn it. I can't kill 4 players at once. This doesn't work. That scene with Quicksilver is probably my favorite scene in any movie in existence currently. I loved it so very much.
Man, Quicksilver pretty much made that movie.
Yes. I mean, it was a good movie all around, and yeah. But the entire movie I was thinking, why didn't you just keep Quicksilver around? He could have solved so many of the problems you're having.
You know, the fun thing is, I don't think Quicksilver was even supposed to be in there originally. I think it was supposed to be someone else. Probably Gambit.
I mean, are you sure? I've known for a while that he's going to be in this movie.
Yeah, but rumors I've heard have said that it wasn't originally going to be Quicksilver, it was going to be someone else.
Okay.
I can't remember who they said it was.
As long as I've known it was Quicksilver.
But the reason they switched it to Quicksilver was
People
because,
like him more?
and a quick redaction / edit from the last one, it is not Sony who makes the X-Men movies. Sony absolutely makes the Spider-Man movies. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
But Fox makes X-Men and Fox makes Fantastic Four.
Oh, that sounds more accurate in my brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Fox makes X-Men, and Fox. I've heard that Fox put Quicksilver in just to spite the people at Marvel who are planning to put Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the next Avengers movie.
Yep.
But they don't have the rights to say the word mutant at all in their movies or anything like that. So,
It's weird. We'll see how it goes.
Really weird. But I heard that they put Quicksilver in this movie just to spite Marvel and to confuse audiences who are like, oh wait, I thought Quicksilver looked like this. Why'd they get a different actor? Stuff like that.
I mean, Quicksilver has looked like 1,000 things.
Yeah, I know.
Like the one they're using basically came straight out of the X-Men Evolution TV show in the 90s. So, yeah.
Didn't watch that show. Didn't realize that he
Really?
I'll take your word for it.
He's a teenager Quicksilver.
Right,
It's like
but
they
I
pulled
didn't
him
watch that
straight
show.
from that show.
I didn't watch that show.
Well, it's very good. You should watch it. I loved it as a kid.
It was a little bit after my time, to be honest.
That isn't possible.
Yeah, I know.
That's impossible.
You won,
We are
though?
the same age. Thank you. Yes, I did win. I got first place, which doesn't make
I
me
don't know. I
surprised.
guess I just wasn't watching Disney Channel when that came out, and the only
Was
place I
that
ever saw
Disney?
it was Disney.
Oh, okay, that was
That's the only
Disney.
place I ever saw it. It might not have been originally, but I only ever saw it on like Disney XD or whatever, like the third Disney.
Didn't exist back then.
I don't know.
It was just Disney back then. It was just Disney. I'm gonna go look at my stuff.
I might have only seen reruns. Anyway,
Mine
so
go.
what I was trying to get at with this
Yes.
is Days of Future Past,
Very good.
highest grossing superhero movie for Fox ever.
Cool. That makes sense because it's the best one they've made. So I'm glad that parallel exists. This is useful.
Fair enough.
Now we watch the gambling show.
If you liked Days of Future Past, what did you think of young Charles Xavier and young Magneto?
I think they're very good. They were the only reason I really enjoyed, and Mystique are the only reason I liked First Class. I think they do a really...
Oh, you did see First Class.
Yeah. I've seen all of them. I've seen all of them, including the Wolverine ones, which are terrible.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Oh, I can get another eyeball. I don't need that.
I
in
don't have
general.
a problem with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but
I have nothing wrong with him as Wolverine. I like him as Wolverine. I have always enjoyed him as Wolverine. I don't like the Wolverine movies, but I don't blame him. He just plays the same character every time.
yeah.
So, yeah, I have no problem with him playing Wolverine. But in general, I like First Class. I might wear this. In general, I enjoy this more than First Class. First Class was still good, only because of the younger versions of those characters. So, yeah, that's my stance. What do you think? Did you see First Class? I know you did.
I did see First Class. I really liked it.
Good.
I mean, I just thought it was good. So,
Cool.
but I'm glad that this new take on Marvel is gaining momentum, or not on Marvel, on X-Men is gaining momentum. Even if I do kind of wish that Marvel had the license back.
I mean, I just think it's hilarious that the whole movie is a retcon.
That's true. I swear, I couldn't tell what continuity they were keeping and not keeping. Like, I'm willing to accept that you are throwing out some continuity and keeping some continuity. You just didn't make sense in what you're throwing out and what you're keeping.
I just think it's really funny. I just think it's really funny that it's like, hey, so we recognize that a lot of the stuff we made wasn't so great, so how about we basically say that never happened? Literally.
So, it occurs to me, too. I have never seen Halle Berry in a good movie.
Really?
Yeah, the closest thing I've seen her in was like one of the X-Men movies.
Pull her up on IMDb. Pull her up on IMDb. Let's go through the movies she's been.
Yeah, but I've seen her in a really awful James Bond movie. I've seen her in Catwoman, which we won't even talk about. And
Never watched it.
It's worse than Daredevil.
Daredevil wasn't great, so that's
It's
saying
worse
a lot.
it's worse than the Hulk.
Oh, that's bad.
It's Eric Bana.
Well, pull her up. What's she
It's
been
the
in?
worst superhero movie I've ever seen.
What's she been in? Let's find out. Ooh, wow! I got some of my favorite skills immediately. That's actually really cool.
Let's see here. Obviously, the X-Men movies. Cloud Atlas is listed among her known for movies.
Oh yeah, I heard good things about that, but I didn't see it.
Never seen them.
There's a lot going on right now.
She was in Robots, another bad movie.
She was in what?
Robots.
The animated one?
Yeah.
I love that movie, dude.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I liked it a lot. So
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not exactly saying that I'm gonna go watch that again right now, but you know, I liked it a ton when I was a kid.
Okay. Let's go down the filmography. Have you heard of The Call? Oh, The Call! No, that was actually a good movie.
I don't know what that is.
It's a thriller. I'll explain in a minute.
Okay.
Dark Tide, which just from the poster looks awful.
Okay.
New Year's Eve.
I'm so bad at using my favorite skill. Go on.
Frankie and Alice.
Don't know what that is either.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a trend. I have not heard of most of these movies.
Yeah, Things We Lost in the Fire, Perfect Stranger.
Perfect Stranger sounds familiar.
Does it?
Yeah, to me.
Bruce Willis.
He's a
Appears to
person.
be some sort of, no, he was in the movie. Appears to be some sort of horror movie, if I'm reading the poster right.
Interesting. Okay, go on.
Journalist goes undercover to ferret out businessman Harrison Hill as her childhood friend's killer. Posing as one of his attempts, she enters a game of online cat and mouse, is the description on IMDb.
Okay, now this brings back no memories whatsoever. Well, I tried.
Okay. Some TV movie that I don't care about. Catwoman, which is terrible. Gothica with a K. That terrible James Bond movie I was talking about, Die
Which one
Another
was
Day.
that? Oh, I like Die Another Day.
Come on.
It has a cool car scene.
Okay, sure.
Dude, all James Bond movies are practically the same. There's some that are worse, there's some that are better, but I enjoy just about all of them because they're James Bond.
Fair enough.
He sleeps with the girls, there are cool scenes, the gadgets and gizmos, and the car does cool flippy explodey things, sometimes it has spike wheels. That is the entire plot of every single one, explosions. I enjoyed them. When I was a kid, they were my fix for action movies, and I still enjoy them, and I probably always will.
Fair enough. Anyway.
They're not going to be like winning any awards for doing crazy new stunts in movies we've never seen before, but that's okay. That's what I have Wes Anderson for.
So, Monsters Ball, which I've never heard of. Swordfish, which I've never heard of. Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Never heard of it. Bullworth, never heard of it. The Wedding.
Yay, weddings.
BAPS.
No,
The Rich Man's Wife. And now we're getting into stuff that she... Oh, I know what else she was in.
What?
The Flintstones.
Oh, yeah.
She had a cameo in that movie.
Nice.
Another terrible movie.
That one was inherently bad. I mean...
Good. I'm glad that I found one movie on this list that you have seen and agree with me is just straight up bad.
I mean, yeah. Sure. I try not to hate
Most
most
you have
movies.
some sort of nostalgia for, which I accept,
That's
but don't
how
like...
nostalgia works. I
Yeah.
enjoy many things from my childhood which are terrible now.
Yeah, I can't see any movies that I've both heard of and think are good on this list.
But I don't think she's a terrible actress.
Yeah, I don't think she's a bad actress. That's the thing. I really don't think she's a bad actress.
She's just one of those cursed
I
actresses
saw her
who
in The
tanks
Call.
a
I
movie.
thought The Call was really great, where she plays, okay, I don't think The Call was really great. I thought parts of it were incredibly goofy, but, you know, parts of it I thought were really well done, and I thought that her acting in it was great. Anyway, it's about a a 911 operator who takes a call from a teenage girl who gets abducted, and then kind of
Cool.
gets pulled into finding that teenage girl.
Oh, I heard about this. I wanted to see
Yeah.
this, but I wasn't going to movies at the time. Ow.
Well, it was good. I saw it on like pay-per-view or something. It was good.
Cool.
On demand. That's where I saw it. Anyway,
Nice.
I really liked it. And I don't think she's a bad actress. I can't think of a good movie that she's been in besides Days of Future Past, and she was barely even in it.
Wasn't really in that movie.
So, just her as Storm, I don't know how I feel about her as Storm. Like,
What's wrong with her as Storm?
I don't think she's a bad actress, but I think that she was ill-suited to that role.
Really?
Yes.
I thought that was a pretty solid fit. Like, when I saw her as Storm, I was like, I am so okay with this.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, tell me this. Who would you have play Storm instead?
I don't know.
That's where I usually stand with these things. If I'm going to have a I got 75 experience for 1 kill. If I'm going to have a problem with somebody, then there needs to be someone in my mind who I inherently think could do it better. And
fair
I
enough.
don't have that answer for most of the characters in that movie.
That's true.
By the way, Peter Dinklage in Days of Future Past, like, great. Loved it so much. I love him in everything.
I'm just glad
but
that
it
he's
was
getting more work, you know? I'm glad that Game of Thrones got him more work.
It makes me happy. He's such a good
Like,
actor.
outside of being a dwarf.
I mean, he's a good actor,
That
so I was
character
happy.
is not a dwarf in the comic books, so it's...
Doesn't matter.
he's a
It
good
didn't.
actor. He has
It didn't take away from the
very
character.
acting skills. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it didn't
He
take
played
away
a
from the
really good
character.
bad guy.
They didn't emphasize that part in the character. It wasn't like...
The only nod
I'm
to
not
it was the fact that
saying-
his chair was short.
They didn't cast him because he was a little person. They cast him because he was a good actor, and I'm happy that that is happening.
Yeah. I thought he played a really interesting villain because he doesn't play a villain who just blindly hates. He plays a villain who's fascinated by something he's scared of. And I'm like, that's really cool because that's such a human thing. And you're constantly playing this whole idea that humans are the bad guys, but also the good guys in this story arc. So, I thought it was really cool.
Yeah. I played a very good villain in that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's my thought on that. And bringing it back to Marvel again for a minute. I'll move away from
Oh,
Marvel.
I got
I'm
killed.
gonna bring it back for a second.
My allies tried to save me, but they failed.
Another rumor that's been reported on a couple of websites,
Yeah.
including getting somewhat backed up by comic book resources, Marvel is apparently planning to cancel all their Fantastic Four books.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
And the rumor, here's where the rumor comes in. That would just be, whatever. The rumor is that they're doing it to get back at Fox.
Okay, I don't know why, but a lot of your news today seems to be very vindictive in large companies, which I don't understand because companies are ruled by money, not by vindictive statements.
I know.
That was just that kills.
I'm just, it's all hearsay.
Right. I mean, I guess it's possible, but it seems really weird why you would cut your own revenue to spite somebody.
Also, Fantastic Four has not been doing very well.
That doesn't matter. It still makes money.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be heartbroken about this if it happens. I don't really like Fantastic Four. I liked it a little bit when I was a kid, but there are other things I like way more, even just in the comic world. Like,
I mean,
for example,
I
X-Men.
think they are having to cut lines. I think what it really boils down to, it wouldn't surprise me if they got cut. I can't think of anybody who's a Fantastic Four fan in this day and age. I don't even hear about the Fantastic Four much nowadays. It's not that they're, like, good or bad, it's just that they're just not present, you know?
Well, I don't know. I feel like they didn't really transition the best to... I don't want to say this day and age, but I mean this day and age.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's a very old story.
They haven't had
been around
good
for a long time.
modernization yet. So, anybody who's a fan of Fantastic Four, there are no new fans of Fantastic Four.
Yep, that is a very good way to look at it. They made a couple movies and they were terrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, that said, it's a pretty venerable series. Like, that was the face of Marvel for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I think, the first of their series after they actually became Marvel again. They were under another name for a while, and they were basically, how do I explain it? I like that move, by the way, where you use the bomb rocks on the guys. You just kind of ninja'd around them.
Kind of up the whole time.
What's up?
Boom! I do it a lot. It's my favorite thing.
You're just ninjaing around the map. I think it's pretty impressive. Anyway,
Well, my goal is to distract more players than I exist, so my team has an advantage. For example, 5 people are chasing me. That should give my AI, even though they're AI, the option to do something.
yeah.
Though it does annoy me that AI pay more attention to the fact that I'm using bombs than anyone else. Wow, I have their entire team fighting me currently. Oh god, he got on a ballista, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Oh, thank God I didn't walk into that trap. They're in top. They got me. They got me. I can only stop an entire team for so. Oh, we did it! It worked! They got the tower. I feel so proud right now. Strategy, man. That's what I'm good at. Yay!
It's good.
No, why did I go to the tower? Why? No!
Anyway, so...
Oh, I'm really sad right now. I got sent back to my base. It's gonna take 100 years to get there. Oh well. Please go on.
Should I continue with the theme of companies being vindictive against other companies?
Sure. I don't think it's a theme that exists, but we can talk about it more.
Oh, this one's absolutely a thing that exists.
Okay, tell me.
Origin has a sale going on. I don't know if it's going on right this minute,
that's
but it
Origin,
is
yeah.
either going on or has been announced. Officially announced. It is called the... Let me get to my store, see if it's on here. Yep. 70% off games you'll actually play.
Okay.
As a jab at the idea of having a backlog and how a lot of people buy games, theoretically on Steam, I would suppose, where you don't... Alright.
I don't think
have a
that's...
lot of games on Steam that I haven't even touched.
So do I. I don't even buy that many games on Steam.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, I don't think this is... Like, who is this being vindictive towards? The players?
I think it's being allegedly is being vindictive towards Steam, but maybe not.
I don't think so. I think if anything, that's a... People... God damn it. I'm really sad whenever I cast a group skill and it fails miserably.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, we won. Totally beat them. Awesome. 4-1 towers. Yay. That's the first time winning a hard match. So yay. I don't know. I don't think that needs to be misconstrued as a Steam sale, because Steam has sales for things that I buy and I play, and then it has things that I don't play. But that's all on me. It's never on Steam. It's my choice to play a game or not play a game. So yeah. Oh, I ranked up. Cool.
Fair enough. Anyway, just another thing. Origin saying, you know, they are boasting that they are games that you will actually play. That said, I
What's on
don't
the
know how
sale?
many of these games I would actually play.
What's in the sale?
Some good stuff. I mean, Mass Effect 3 is on sale. Dead
That's pretty
Space
good.
3 is on sale.
Also okay.
Battlefield 3 is free right now. I don't know why you'd buy it.
I mean, we had it because it's free, so.
Exactly. It's also on sale, but
Oh, weird.
it's also free, so it doesn't make sense to me.
That is very strange.
Sims 3 is on sale. Dragon Age 2 is on sale.
Who would ever buy Dragon Age 2?
I don't know.
Whoever it is, kill them.
Spore, Mirror's Edge.
Oh, Mirror's Edge is good. And
It looks like most, if not all, of their games. Bulletstorm, if you care about that.
I don't even know what that is, actually.
It was like...
Oh my god, this is such
I didn't
better
want to get
armor.
into it.
No wonder I was dying.
Apparently some PopCap games, although I guess PopCap's owned by EA, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Medal of Honor Warfighter, if you want to get that game.
Nah, dude, I loved Medal of Honor growing up, but those days are over.
Also, Warfighter was apparently atrocious.
Cool. By which I mean sad, but alright.
Alice Madness Returns.
I still want to play that. I still really want to play that. I don't even know why. I don't usually like 3D platformer games, but I really want to play it.
Well, if you want to play it, it's on sale for $5.99.
Tempting.
I really like 3D platformer games. I've been tempted by that game a couple of times just because I like 3D platformer games.
We could play through it together. I just like Alice. I just like the dark and gritty Alice in Wonderland vibe.
If I'm gonna play through a 3D platformer, I should probably go back and play Psychonauts again.
I played
I
that
never
before.
finished it on PC.
Or you played that before. Not the same.
I never finished it on. I finished it on Xbox. Never finished it on PC.
Play Rainbow. I mean, yeah.
And if I'm gonna
but
go
you still
back and
beat
play it again, I'm gonna stream it and I'm gonna get 100%.
Good fucking luck having an entertaining stream as you kill yourself trying to find little arrowheads.
I will probably. The arrowheads are not collectibles, but I will probably do all of the Figment stuff off stream.
Okay.
Either
That's
that or I'll
probably
just
the
do
best.
one stream where I'm just like, okay guys, this is gonna suck, I apologize in advance, and then I just go through and do all the collectibles in one stream, having gone back and like looked up a walkthrough for them.
That works. That brings me good question to my mind. If you were to become a speedrunner of a game, because for some reason you're like offered a legitimate career as a speedrunner, what would you play?
That's a good question.
Yep. I think my answer is very obvious.
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
I don't know of any games I play that are good for speedrunning though.
I mean, just about any game could be speedrun. If I didn't do that, I'd do Castlevania games.
I would do a Bethesda game.
Why?
Because I feel like the speedrunning times for that would be pretty easy to fight with.
Are you what? Okay, give me one that you're referring to.
Like Elder Scrolls Oblivion.
Dude, that game can be beaten in about 15 minutes.
Can you really sequence break that far ahead in the game?
Okay, you go into the first portal, and then you can jump over a little hedge wall, which is the last Daedric tower. Beat the last tower, you win. It's over.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Kind of ridiculous. Paintbrush glitch right over that wall. You win. It's over. You just gotta take 2 minutes to find a paintbrush.
Maybe Skyrim or, I don't know, Fallout New Vegas or something.
Okay. I feel like you lose a lot of the charm in those games when trying to speedrun them, but okay.
I guess you're right. I just, if not that, what's a game that I can always come back to? Well, you can't really speedrun Team Fortress 2.
Not really, no. We can do a competitive question next, but in general, you're right. That's not really a speedrun.
I actually was thinking about going competitive in Team Fortress 2 for a while. Not
really.
Anymore. I was good enough at the game where I could actually legitimately consider that as a possibility.
I was so done. Cool.
Not at that point now. Don't expect if we ever do that in a stream or just in general. Don't expect that much out of me. I've played a while. I'm really rusty.
I mean, if we stream, we'll probably stream
certain classes. If I was going to go competitive, I would probably go competitive heavy, and I just don't have that skill at heavy anymore. I'd turn that from a basically, brainless class into an art form.
It's been for a while. You can so as the warrior, you can do that spin attack for a long time. Oh my God, there's so many players. All right, well that went well. I'm trying to get better at warrior because I think warrior has some awesome potential, and when you're storming a castle, the warrior has like abilities that are really, really nice for that.
I thought you really liked mage.
Mage is my favorite, hands down. But I get the situations when I'm invading castles where I can't do things that I want to, because you can't tank anything as a mage. Mages just die. I'm gonna get ya. I didn't get you. You walked away. 14 steps. It's all that it takes. Whew. So yeah, okay, Bethesda games. I think you're a little crazy, but I get your point, and it's a game you like, and that's pretty much the most important part.
Yeah.
Damn it, I missed the cheer.
I'm sorry you missed the cheer. Anyway,
how do you use this move? The rocket jump move is easily the greatest move in this game. It can kill anyone in like one hit, with a direct hit. But I don't know how to aim it or move more than half an inch.
Yeah, I had the same problem when I activated it. Oh, there you missed the cheer. Anyway, so what else is going on? Oh, that's pretty neat. We'll talk about that.
Yeah?
So in the United Kingdom, they're currently trying to lift copyright restrictions for copying things.
What do you mean?
Okay, so it's a legal gray area right now, right? That if you own a book or a movie or a piece of music, if you own it, either in digital or in physical, or more importantly in physical format, it's a legally gray area to make a digital copy of that. Right?
Oh, I hit a guy. Oh, yes, you can't make copies. Or at least not for...
As long as it's for personal use. As long as it's for personal use, it's a legally gray area.
Right. Yeah.
So the UK is, as far as I can tell, trying to lift more restrictions on copying things. Their laws are a little bit different than our laws. I have no idea exactly how their laws work.
Yeah, well, America's usually the most stringent on copyright claims and such.
But, for instance, disabled and disability groups can now make accessible copies of copyright materials when no commercial alternative exists.
Okay. Weird.
So
what does that actually mean?
I would guess that it's like, if you're blind, then you or someone you know or a blind help group could make a braille version of a book or audio cue version of a movie. I don't know what you do about movies if you were blind. Or if you're deaf, someone could create a copy of a DVD that has subtitle. If the original DVD doesn't have a subtitle option, then you can just create a copy that does have a subtitle option. And
okay.
There's no legal action can be taken against you for doing so.
I get you. But okay, I guess the real question I have in my mind is like, how illegal was that before? So long as you're not selling it.
I don't know. I'm also looking at other stuff like, okay, If you have an archive, if you're like an academic or part of a library or something,
Right.
and you have an archive of stuff, and you want to make it available digitally, you no longer have to keep a physical copy of the thing to like prove that you bought it or paid for it or whatever. So like, if you want to, let's say that you're a librarian and you have some sort of system worked out where you can lend ebooks, right?
Sure.
Lending ebooks, that's totally a thing that's happened even in America.
Yeah, it happens.
You no longer have to keep in Britain, I guess there was a rule that you had to keep a physical copy of the book that you were lending out.
Maybe we do that here too, I wouldn't know.
But it had to be in circulation.
Right.
It might be here too. I really don't know. The copyright laws are a labyrinth. But they can now just have digital copies. So probably you're going to see more and more libraries and other archive groups paring down their physical selections, that most of it's digital.
Interesting.
Just look at the digital copy or rent the digital copy or whatever.
That's cool. I mean, I'm not against this idea. It makes sense to me because a lot of times, like, people will start making things that never had a physical copy. Like, what do you do if it's an ebook that was only ever an ebook, and there's an audio version of it? What do you do?
I couldn't tell you.
Exactly.
It's UK law. I don't really understand it.
Yeah, but no, I get you.
Even US law, I don't really understand, but it's UK law. So.
I mean, I'm never gonna understand this rocket jump ability. A human missile. Hold down B to fly and release the button to explode. Adjust direction during flight with the left stick. I've never gone more than an inch.
You gotta hold it down and then release it?
Yeah, you release it to do the exploding part. But every time I hold it down, I just jump straight into the ground. Maybe I have to like pull back on the stick as if I'm flying into the air. Let's try.
Yeah.
Fly.
Fly.
Oh, it worked!
It did?
You have to pull back to launch yourself into the air and then very frantically push left and right to try and go somewhere. I was pushing forward, assuming that meant like move forward across the map, but no, that shoots you into the ground. So it's flight controls. It's very scary flight controls. Alright, everyone, let's get into formations that were unkillable.
Microsoft Flight Simulator and Happy Wheels.
Basically. Damn it! He cancelled my skill! Kill him! Try again. We can do this, everybody. Team skills, that's how you win, I promise. I need one other person. Here we go. Yeah! Destroy them all! So, I don't know, Dan, I know you can play a little bit of Happy Wars. I'm not sure how much you play with me. I mean, I know how much you play with me, but in general, how much you've been playing. But it's all about team skills, man. Team skills are everything.
Yeah, team skills are a big deal in that game. You really gotta, like, use those team skills.
Well, team skills give you so much control. For example, we just basically owned this little area, and no one could do anything against us. Push the rocks! Yes. Sucker!
Nice.
I will spin you to death!
So, in other news...
Oh god! I'm on top of the tree! I'm off of the tree! Alright, I died. Yes, go on. I was doing very well that time.
There is a new campaign being headed by Reddit, Imgur, and maybe a few others.
Okay.
Boing Boing is also listed.
Gotcha.
Called the Reset the Net campaign.
Reset the net.
Yes.
That's impossible, but okay.
I know. It's just a name. The idea behind the campaign is to get more people to use HTTPS and other security and encryption tools, that sort of thing, encrypting and securing their files so that the government can't see them.
I mean,
so they're trying to make people publicly aware of how to secure their files against being
read and found, etc.
Read by the government.
Okay.
So I've always thought that ever since I heard about the NSA thing, I thought that it was an absolute breach of trust against the American people, and I just
we're getting really heavy into politics territory if you keep talking like this, but okay.
Yeah, we should probably just get out of politics, right?
Probably.
Okay, abort topic.
Gotcha.
Find another topic. New bundle of Holden. I don't know much about it though.
Oh, cool.
Something called Pendragon. It appears to be...
Pendragon's a book series. It's really fucking good.
It's apparently also an RPG.
Really? Pendragon is an RPG?
I don't know if it's based on the book series, but yes.
I'd be really happy if it was, because that book series could totally have an RPG associated. Does it have a description or anything?
As far as I can see, it is a campaign where... Let me see if I can Hang on a minute. You start with a single...
Oh, it worked! I did it! I did the rocket jump! I'm so proud of myself!
Nice. Did you kill someone?
I hurt them and then stabbed them, so yes.
Oh, that works. So, where was it?
Yeah, you just turned into a human bomb. The explosion radius is really big.
So,
Warrior is strong. I like Warrior. Go
what
on.
it says about Pendragon is that you start with a single night during the reign of Uther Pendragon, and you roleplay your character's entire life. And when you die,
This is not what I was referring to.
children.
Okay, so we're
And then
playing...
when that child dies, you switch to one of your grandchildren.
So we are playing Europa Universalis, the tabletop game. In the strategy games, Europa Universalis, the big thing that was going on is you would play through lineage.
Yeah.
There was this huge meta of which of your children do you keep alive, and which one do you secretly have die by your own hands because you want to have the right child be your next playable character. So, or a controlled character is confusing, and then awkwardly you die too early, and then you end up as the wrong child. You're like, what do I do? So, yeah, while also trying to take over the world because it's a Europa Universalis game. So,
Well, anyway, so you roleplay your children and grandchildren across...
dude, I didn't get first place.
across an 85-year campaign detailing the birth, rise, and fall of the legendary King Arthur.
Neat. Yeah, and the list of 1 to this has nothing to do with the book series. This is in no way connected to the book series.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, I guess.
Apparently you manage fiefdoms, take part in tournaments, pursue romantic relationships.
This is literally Europa Universalis.
Is it?
Literally.
Okay.
By your
Does it
definition.
Does it take place... Does European...
There are
Whatever.
some that do. It's
Okay.
it's a grand strategy game. It covers like hundreds and hundreds of years of time. There are
Well,
totally...
this one specifically only covers the King Arthur.
That's fine. There's one that definitely covers that. I think there's even a modded not modded version, but like a DLC version that's specifically you play as King Arthur. So, yeah. Cool. Glad to see that that has a paper version as well. That game is really complicated, even on a computer, so I'd be really scared to play that on anything else. But hey, cool. So I definitely didn't do what I said I would do, so I
What were you
suck.
going to do?
I was gonna do that thing where I got like no happy stars. I was gonna do that thing where I was gonna wait till my items were just about ready to level up and then manually level them up by using an item so I could get points towards that stupid mission we have to do. But
Yeah.
at the same time, I didn't. So, haha.
I just spent most of my happy stars on that wheel, and then got mostly crap, so I could just... I took the best stuff, and then just burned all the rest of it as, you know...
That would cost like 10,000 happy stars.
It costs a lot of happy stars, but
Yeah,
you get a lot of
not
happy
worth
stars,
it.
so...
Not worth. You get 3,000 for this thing. Not worth it.
It's not the... I mean,
That's
yeah,
a deficit of 7,000.
My thought is, happy stars are basically unlimited.
You have to play more matches for that to happen. That's the assumption of money is unlimited because I go to work every day. It's not how money works.
I know, but the difference is...
No.
Okay, if I'm going to continue... If I'm going to care about raising my equipment and care about managing my happy stars, then it implies that I'm still playing the game. There is only one thing to do in that game, and that is play Happy Wars. In real life,
Yes.
like, you could just not go to work and do other things. In Happy Wars, there is
You could not play
one
Happy
thing that
Wars.
you do, and it gets you happy stars when you do it. So...
I'm sorry, but your defense is not going to work here. This is a business conversation, sir. You are not going to best me. Oh, I'm a 3-star? I'm a 3-star. Cool.
Yeah, you've been a 3-star.
Awesome. Well, buddy, I think we've played through our little gambit of Happy Wars for today, but I would like to play more with you and Morgan later. You and Dan. You are Dan. You and Morgan later, because I really want to get him into it. I know he's been excited. But hey,
Yep,
thanks
so
everybody
maybe
for
we'll stream
watching.
it, maybe we won't. Thanks everybody for watching.
My spine hurts.
Play us
This
out.
has been fun, and I will talk to you all next time. See you next time. All the other fun things in the middle. Bye, everyone.